Okay, so let's see. So we start Halachos of Brochos. So we can skip the acknowledgement 1 second. Okay, let's do preface. Okay. So preface, page number 1. So it says the essence of a bracha. So right away we start this commentary. This preface is based on to a large degree on an essay of Hagaon Rav Shlomo Wolbe in his Sefer Shiur. Okay, and on the writing of Rabbeinu Bachia. Although it is entitled "The Essence of a Bracha," it does not begin to scratch the surface of the profundity of that is embodied in a bracha. Okay, so let's begin. Be'Ezrat Hashem. So it says, "Don't throw stones into a well from which you drink." It says in Talmud Bava Kama, page 92b. Okay. Rashi states, since the rivers protected Moshe as an infant, the plague were brought them by Moshe. 1 second. Okay, so 1 second. Join. Okay. So Israel is with us. So I'm going to read this sentence one more time. So it says, so we just started in your new book. So it says, Rashi states, since the rivers protected Moshe as an infant, the plague were not brought upon them by Moshe. Rather, the plague of the blood, as well as the plague of the frogs, were inflicted through the Aaron. So basically, it's a famous thing that since Nile River, right, it saved Moshe, so he was not allowed to be ungrateful and bring curses on them and through them. Okay, so Aaron, his brother, had to do it. In a similar vein, Rashi explains the passage. And Hashem said to Moshe, say to Aaron, take your staff and smite the sand, and there shall be lice in the entire land of Egypt, as follows. It was not appropriate for the sand to have been smeared by Moshe, because the sand shielded him by concealing the body of the Egyptian whom he killed. The Torah is giving us a lesson of derech eretz. Don't throw stones into the well from which you drank. So basically, that's another famous story that Moshe killed this Egyptian. Not physically, he pronounced the name of Hashem, and by this name he killed this Egyptian, and the ground covered the body of this Egyptian. So basically, in appreciation of this to the ground, right? So he was not allowed to curse the ground. Okay. So talking about appreciation, basically, if somebody or something, in this case, it's inanimate objects, were good to you, right? So you have to be grateful to them. Continue. The extent to which one is obligated to express his appreciation is awesome. Water and sand are oblivious of the appreciation being expressed to them, right? So I mean, they don't have feelings, they don't have memory, they don't understand, right? So okay, so even water and what did this say? And sand. Okay. If there is an obligation to show appreciation to inanimate objects, how much stronger is the obligation to show appreciation to a human benefactor? How much stronger still is the obligation to express appreciation to Hashem, the ultimate benefactor? So that's I think the idea is very clear. So, learn from the Torah that you have to be. Moshe showed appreciation to the water and to the sand, So needless to say, he and we should have appreciation to humans that benefited us. A child of the tree can say thank you to his parent, especially if the parent instructs the child to do so. If the person grows in wisdom, as a person grows in wisdom, experience and sensitivity, his appreciation deepens, and his expression of the gratitude are no longer something that he does by rote. As a wise and sensitive adult, he can express his gratitude in a meaningful way. So, okay, the 3 years old, they say thank you, train him like many times. You see parents say, what should you say? They say, thank you. Nice. So you see, okay, so parents do the right thing, the train person, but when he grows, he does need a reminder of his mommy when he's 20 years old. So he has to have his own wisdom and not only say thank you, but maybe repay to that person in some way, right? Many 3-year-old children recite Brachos. So from 3 years old, they already know a lot if you learn with them. What is a lost what a lost opportunity it would be if person expressed his gratitude to Hashem thousands of times in his lifetime with a sensitivity and a depth of 3-year-old. So basically, okay, the 3-year-old can say bracha, but okay, his intention, I know he wants to eat, he wants to drink. So the parents told him to say the bracha. Okay, after he says this, whatever he says, he does not understand. He can have this chocolate, right? So he's going to say whatever you want him to say. But adults should not be like that. Right? As it says very beautifully, say, I'm going to read it again. It's beautiful. It said, what is the lost opportunity it would be if a person expressed his gratitude to Hashem thousands of times in his lifetime with a sensitivity and depth of 3-year-old. Growth starts simply considering the meaning of the words of a bracha. So, okay, you're 3-year-old, you start with just pronouncing the word, trying to remember what bracha to make, but later on, you're supposed to learn what these words mean. The words of Baruch Atah are often misunderstood to mean bless you, okay, or praise you, Hashem. To presume that Hashem could benefit from our praise is completely illogical. Would we take a notice of a compliment being offered to us by a microbe? The Rishonim explained that the word Baruch used in Bracha means source and a wellspring of, for example, you Hashem are the source of bread. You Hashem are the source of fruit, etc. So, okay, so we go into the words of the Bracha. So, that's how all of the Sidurs translate. Blessed are you, blessed are you. No, not bless you, but I think that they translate blessed are you. Right? So, of course, Hashem does not need our praises. He knows what he's doing. He's very good with or without us. He knows what to do. Right? So one more time, the second part, the Rishonim explained that the words Baruch, you use in the bracha means the source and the wellspring of, for example, you Hashem is the source of bread, you Hashem are the source of the fruit, etc. Hashem's name is written Yud K Vav K, so the 4 letters, right? Which signifies he was, he is, and he will be always. And he will always be. So, it's a side point, but We never spoke about it, but that's what these four letters mean. Yud K Vav K. Right. So if you like split into different words, that's what they mean. That he was, he is, and he will be. It is recited Adon, which signifies master of all. Okay. Many poskim rule that upon saying Hashem's name, one must be mindful of both meanings of his names. For there is he was, he is, and he will be, and the master of all. Okay, so many poskim say, so when you say Adoi, right? So what should they think? That he was, he is, and he will be, and plus that he is the master of all. The word Elokeinu, our God, means that he is almighty, or capable, and all-powerful. According to many poskim, one is required to be mindful of this meaning each and every time he recites the word Elokeinu in a bracha. So don't just speak the bracha like
Can I ask something?
Yeah, go ahead.
When I wake up, I read that you cannot pronounce any name of Hashem without doing Netilat Yadayim. So Modéani does not include this name of any name of Hashem.
Yes.
So you must you wash your teeth before saying any name of?
Yes, correct. Yes.
And which of these names applies? Every name, every language?
All of the names. All of the names, yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Rabbi,
Okay. Yes.